Another way you can use the XPT is performance training. Nowadays, Olympic lifting and performance training seem to be somewhat deviating from one another. The one thing that I've learned about Olympic lifting, and it is a fact, it is very technical. It is a sport in and of itself. And I always wondered, why use a sport to train for a sport? Especially with your sport of choice. Mine was football. You have already enough skill, technicalities to occupy your mind and your energy. Why now have to invest time in learning a way to train that's just as technical? What's beautiful about the XPT performance training is simplified, and it also is most reflective in terms of simulating those training or those competitive movements. And I call them true explosive movements. And those are just movements that there's no intentional deceleration, such as sprinting, jumping, a get off for a defensive lineman.
Doing traditional movements like bench, squat, power cleans, we are training counterintuitive to true competitive movements. That's because we accelerate and slow the bar down, accelerate and slow the bar down. And the only way to really fully simulate those competitive movements is you're gonna have to accelerate and then throw the bar. And as we know, in a traditional fitness setting, that is too dangerous to attempt.
You can also do single leg and single arm true explosive movements on the XPT to better focus on the right and left arm, left and right leg for optimal symmetry, and also to best simulate those movements that you do on the field of competition.
A couple of tips with the plyometric bench press and the jump squats. When doing the plyometric bench press, make sure you do a little crunch in order to access the bar as you throw it up there. Some just try to reach up there without doing the crunch and can't release the bar. With the jump squats, I use a block to give me an extra couple of inches to be able to release the bar as I throw it up there pretty high.
So performance training on the XPT is one that can be done a lot safer than a traditional lifting environment because, for example, if you wanted to do jump squats, studies have shown, and I'll put it down in the description, to where if you have to catch the weight, you're not going to be able to develop the same rate and levels of power, speed, and explosiveness than if you had something that caught the weight. Because it's just like a car. If you want to get top end speed with a car, you got to press pure acceleration without slowing down. But if you have to catch the weight, that's your slowing down. That's basically when you take your foot off the pedal. When you train a way that most closely simulates competitive movements, it's pure pedal to the metal. That's what you get with the XPT. Pedal to the metal, no slowing down, and that bridges the gap between the weight room and the field of competition like never before.